Hello again. For the whole of my life, until 2.5 years ago, British foreign policy has been predicated upon avoiding a war with Russia. We have, of course, fought wars against Russia in the past, for example, the Crimean War in the 1850s, but since the end of the Second World War, it has been felt, all things considered, best not to go to war with the Russians. For my own part, this has always struck me as a pretty sound policy. Imperceptibly, though, this doctrine seems to have changed from Britain must at all costs avoid war with Russia to Britain must goad and antagonise Russia as much as possible until they can be provoked into retaliating. To say that this seems to me unwise is greatly to understate the case. I think it is a truly terrible idea. I'm not at all sure why we felt that we should involve ourselves in Ukraine. I'm rather reminded of what Neville Chamberlain said in 1938 at the time of the Sudetenland crisis, which he described as a quarrel in a faraway country between people of whom we know nothing. This is pretty much how I feel about events in Donetsk. None of our business. Why on earth we have been giving Ukraine cruise missiles, which each cost £750,000, and then encouraging them to fire the things into Russia, I have no idea at all. I can, however, see that it's the kind of thing which is likely to annoy the Ivans and cause them to fire a shot across our bows to warn us to back off. On Wednesday, the police carried out a controlled explosion on a suspicious object at a bus station in Glasgow. On Friday, Gatwick Airport was disrupted by the finding of what is described as a prohibited item. The bomb squad were called in. At the same time, there was a loud bang near the American Embassy in London as the police conducted another controlled explosion on a suspicious item. The following day, Euston Station was also the scene of an explosion as the police dealt with another suspected bomb. Something similar happened at Chester. This sudden cluster of bomb scares looked as though it was planned and just happened to coincide with Ukraine firing a cruise missile which we gave them at a target in Russia. On Wednesday, drones were spotted above our Lakenheath in East Anglia, where the American Air Force is based. This site is scheduled to be used for storing nuclear weapons, by the way. It seems that fighters were sent up to deal with the intruders. The same thing happened above two other bases where the American Air Force is operating in England, with drones flying around above them. All this might, of course, be purely coincidental and nothing to do with Russia. But then again, it might mean that they have men living in this country and prepared to cause disruption and trouble for us if we carry on along this course of action. I am personally of the opinion that is indeed what is happening.